Hey guys, what's going on? Underground Geek here. So this is a different kind of video here. Bear with me, but I just kind of wanted to talk about this. I normally talk about comic books and movies and manga and things like that, and I'm going to do some more manga. So let me know in the comments if you guys care about manga and things like that, because I bought that new Sword Art Online, like what is it, Gun something? That it's a sequel to Sword Art Online, so I'm going to see what that's like. It's pretty funny so far, but I just want to talk about something different here. Stuff happens in your life a lot of times, and you just kind of have to deal with it, and you just kind of have to hope that there's a plan, that it's in God's hands, and just roll with it. That's all you can do. I mean, if you sit there and dwell on stuff, then it's not going to help anything. So last night, after I got home, we were hit with a severe storm, like tornadoes, hail, and things like that. And the area that I live in is like Tornado Alley. There's a lot of tornadoes that come through. And so the place that I worked at, they didn't let us leave early. And then as I got home, I probably got home like 5 minutes before it started. Like, no joke. Like, I got in the house, started eating my dinner, and there comes the storm. And we got into the basement, and you could start to hear, the hail coming down, and it got, it built like bigger and bigger and got louder and louder. And then you started to hear the wind blowing very hard, and you couldn't see out the basement window underneath the deck. So it's a good thing we had the decking on top of the window there, so you can kind of protect the window a little bit, and you can still see a little bit, but you couldn't hardly see everything. And then the hail started getting really big, and I thought that there was limbs and things falling on the house. Like, that's how loud it was when it was coming down, and it was hitting the side of the house. And I thought, this is pretty bad. We're going to have some damage. I'm thinking we're going to have some, minor damage on the garage doors and things like that, because they're tin, and they're usually, easily damaged. That's the reason they make them cheap metal. That way you can replace them. And so it probably lasted for 30 minutes or so, and well, maybe not that long, maybe like 20 minutes. And it got pretty bad. We were thinking that maybe there was a tornado coming our way, and we're trying to check the news, and of course the satellite's out, so we're checking our phone app to make sure everything's going on. Some of my family works for the Weather Association, so they can kind of let you know when things are going on and things of that nature, but they can't always predict everything. So you need to watch out and kind of, be intelligent when it comes to those kind of things. So we'd gotten in the basement, we'd locked all the doors, because they say to lock the doors when you're in a storm, because it'll suck the doors open. So if at least you've got the locks on there, it helps to prevent that. That's just a need to know, a little bit of information for you guys. But so when it was all over, or when I thought it was over, I kind of tried to go outside and look, and then it started picking up again, and it's getting pretty bad, and we're worried that something's going to happen. And, of course I'm trying to be calm and, act like it's no big deal. And my wife is freaking out, saying, "Oh my God, get over here, get over here, get out of the way." And so then after it stops, I go outside and look. And, yeah, there's some major damage on the outside of the house on one side. There's a lot of siding missing. There's dents in the garage doors. There's stuff everywhere. Luckily, all of our, personal items and stuff are inside the house. Like, all of our cars are inside the house and things like that. So we didn't really have to worry about all that. But there's definitely a lot of damage, and we have a metal roof. So that's got a lot of pot marks on it. I don't know. We'll just have to see what kind of damage it's like. But we went to the neighbor's house next door. Their house is just trashed. There's, siding all on the front of the house is gone, and then there's another house right next to them, it's the same. Then there was a house across the street in another neighborhood where they had windows out. And then I start getting text messages about, or Facebook messages and text messages about my work. They're saying, "Hey, the news station is at your work because there's so much damage. And I'm like, oh no. Because I knew that they were talking about one of the superstores next to us, next to my work, had the skylights knocked out and it was having a bunch of damage. So I thought, if they're that close, those cars are probably damaged because, you know, I sell cars for a living. And so I know I don't just make money all day on YouTube. I have another job. I'm sorry to ruin that fantasy. I also go to the gym. But so as it cooled off, I decided to go up there. And when I got there, there was a lot of damage. And what was crazy was my coworkers actually had to block the driveways to keep people from coming in there and looking at what's going on. I never thought that it would be that crazy, but the roads were packed with people coming in there and looking at the damage in places. That blew my mind. Like, is it that interesting? So I come on the lot and I'm trying to see what's going on. There's like 10, 15 people on the lot just walking around randomly taking pictures. And when they saw my uniform, they kind of like, you know, we're not supposed to be here, and trying to make conversation and stuff. I was like, guys, I don't want to talk. Like, there's probably $5 million worth of damage here. Can I look around and see, you know, if I still have a job? So I'm looking and all the windows are knocked out of the service area. The main building, though, looks pretty good, except for a couple of the signs are messed up, but the cars are demolished. I've never seen that kind of damage when it comes to a hailstorm before, but the cars, you know, they say, oh, we're having a hail sale. We're having a hail discount sale. You can't discount these vehicles. I think if you replace all the stuff on them, it would cost so much that you end up just replacing the whole car. Like, there's pieces of the cars off, hanging on the ground, sitting on the ground. There's pieces of the doors that have broke off and they're sitting on the ground. The fiberglass cars are trashed. One of the Dodge Chargers got so tore up that the inside lights and dash and stuff come on. Like, they're just on, like the car's on. So that really blew my mind. But, you know, as I'm looking around, there's so many people and everybody's talking, asking questions about it. And then a news company comes up. You know, a news channel comes up and they're asking me questions, asking me if I want to be interviewed. And I said, yeah, that's fine, I guess. And as he's asking me questions, they're already setting up the camera. So it's like, they're just assuming you're going to say yeah. So they interviewed me and talked to me and asked me some questions, and I ended up being on TV. So that was kind of cool. And everybody was texting me like, hey, saw you on TV. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. Wish it was under better circumstances, but we'll see. But anyway, it's crazy how this stuff can happen. And hopefully we'll get it all figured out. I'm sure they got insurance and all that kind of stuff, good stuff. I never had that happen before, so I don't really know how. Like, I don't know if I still have a job. But they haven't said anything, so I'm going to go to work as usual and just do my thing. But it's kind of crazy when this kind of stuff happens because you just don't really know what to do and don't really know how to act. But all you can do is just believe that God has a plan and just figure things out as you go. And that's what I believe. That's what I feel is true. And we'll just see how it goes. But I just want to do a little video. I want to talk about it because it's one of those crazy things that happens in your life that you just need to talk about. I mean, if a hurricane had come through, I would think that somebody would make a video on that. But there was multiple tornadoes. There was a lot of damage. There was cars and trees. So it was pretty bad. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I should have some more videos today. I'm going to do the my pull list video. We got a new program that we're fixing to start that I want to tell you guys about later on. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Underground Geek out.